It always comes back to the schools. It always comes back to the schools. So we got the residential schools, right? There was 30,000 students attended the residential schools, and that was a real horror for a lot of them. Not all, but a lot. Very bad thing. But where are those people on the issue of the gender ideology taught in public schools? Because the gender ideology taught in public schools, I don't know, man, how many kids are there in Toronto? And this shit is being shoveled at them constantly, like really constantly. And I don't know if it's as bad in Canada as in the United States, but I mean, it's literally pornography, and they're teaching it to 10-year-olds. Outrageous pornography is being taught to 10, 12 years. It has been for a while. Okay, how many of the kids that go through that system come out more confused than they needed to be about their own sexuality? All of them. All of them. You might have had, certain good teachers or whatever, but the curriculum, the whole agenda. Okay, yeah. So James Lindsay has gone back to this and really nailed down what queer theory is, what the motivations were in promoting it on the part of some very influential people in the 1920s in Europe. That's what I'm talking about. Not very many people know this. But their concept was that kids that are transgender suffer from certain, problems. It's going to be an issue, especially in the 1920s in Germany, I would imagine, right? And so what we should do is we should make sure that all kids are similarly confused, and then nobody's going to have any privilege over anybody else. It's not going to be easier to level the playing field. I'm serious. That was like, people talk that way. It's absolutely outrageous what they're doing. Absolutely outrageous. Ron DeSantis in Florida just introduced the bill, and it was just, you can't teach this stuff anymore. And there were like a lot of teachers, and there still are a lot of teachers, who think that they should be able to keep what they're teaching to kids secret from the parents. They honestly do believe that. And you get them alone with the kids, and they're filling their minds with this bullshit. This is the bullshit that the parents don't want anymore. And we can't get them to stop fucking teaching it. Right? Just like the NDP Liberal call, you can't get rid of them. You can't get rid of people confusing children about their sexuality. We're going to have issues. We're going to have issues. Anyway, I just think it's interesting. Always comes back to the schools.